Are you looking for a new place to take your significant other for a special dinner?
Are you entertaining guests from out of town and want to show them the best your city has to offer?
Or are you just looking for a new place to take the family for a meal?
Well, look no further than theinfatuation.com.
The Infatuation will help you pick the best location for any occasion.
Read reviews for the best restaurants in your area and make an informed decision on where you'd like to eat. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Staple Together podcast for the comic book release week of June 5th, 2019. I'm Peachy.
I'm Ooze.
And I'm Sudon.
And this would be our Denver Pop Culture Con cast.
Yeah.
We're going to cover basically what kind of time and what we liked, and some of our highlights from con. But what were some of your favorite things that happened during con? And what was your favorite day first off?
Least favorite day was definitely Saturday. I don't know. Friday, we didn't get a whole lot done. Sunday, we kind of got everything done. But, no, I'm gonna go with Sunday. Sunday was probably my favorite day, overall.
Yeah. Sunday was a pretty good day. What do you think?
I'd have to go with Friday was my favorite day.
Yeah.
Because I got put on timeout by Thomas Wilson.
That's
that
true.
was pretty great.
Yeah.
I got put on timeout by Biff.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I think I agree with you. I think Friday was my favorite.
I met Lloyd that day.
Yeah.
Christopher Lloyd, that was great. We met Jacob from Fantastic
right.
Beasts.
Dan Fogler.
No, that was Saturday.
It was
That
Saturday.
was Saturday.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh.
We did Tara Strong
Tara
on
Strong.
Friday.
Tara the
Saturday
Force is
was Lex and Dan Folger, Jacob.
Although Mr. Rosenbaum over there was pretty cool, I have
Yeah.
to say. That was a lot of fun.
For sure.
Friday was probably my favorite day on that one, just because it wasn't as crowded. It was colder. My feet hadn't started to hurt as bad. It was a good day.
Yeah.
What about you, Peachy?
I agree. I mean, Friday was definitely my favorite. The crowd wasn't super thick. Saturday was pretty heavy, almost shoulder to shoulder, unless you knew where to look and weave in and out of aisles and stuff. But Sunday for me was just like, I got the post-con depression like super early during con and everything. I'm just like, it's over. And I just wanted to go home and go to bed. But Friday was great. Saturday was pretty freaking awesome because of me and Michael Rosenbaum and Dan Fogler.
The people that we didn't meet made the day better, but the people that we didn't meet made the day bad.
Right.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's true. I feel that.
On the heels of Dan Fogler, I picked up a comic that he's writing. I'm trying to find the series right now. I don't have it on
Brooklyn Gladiator.
Look, that is exactly it. Brooklyn Gladiator. I think it was edition number 0, maybe?
Possibly? That might have been the other one.
Or maybe.
But I don't remember.
It's either 0 or the first one. I'm really, I'm psyched to read it. It takes place, I think, in 2033, and if I'm not mistaken, from the little bit that I've skimmed through, it shows him as, I'm not sure maybe as the main hero, but as a character in the book. The illustration very much shows a guy that's a lot like him and that fits his physical appearance and whatever as a
That's
character.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so I'm pretty eager to see what that book's going, so
Yeah.
for sure.
Sunday, the most people recognized who I was, which most people is 2, but it's still it was still a good time.
Well, a lot of people recognized who you
Well,
were.
I was Peter Parker Spider-Man, but specifically from what book I was.
Right. Yeah.
So that was really cool. And they're all like, "Are you from this? You're this?"
Yeah.
You're like, "Yes,
Yes,
Well,
I
kind of
am.
more like this, but yes."
Yes. And also I got a leaf from a child, and if you guys watched any of our live videos, it was a good time. I told a story about it. It was
That
fun.
was the most adorable thing.
Yeah.
It was cute. Yeah.
Super cool.
I think it was a good time.
Yeah. Well, as far as then good time and highlights and whatever, let's go a little more in depth into our meetings and stuff. Since, man, I guess I already. I met Dan Butler and bought one of his comics, and he autographed it for me. It was super cool. That was definitely a highlight.
Yeah. Critical Role panel on Saturday was a lot of fun, even though, it was me and Sudon in the panel, and neither of us knew a whole lot of what was going on, because I'm still in their first campaign listening to Critical Role, and Sudon is in no campaign because he hasn't started listening at all.
Very much freshmen on the Critical Role. Nothing against them. They were a joy. That whole panel. First panel I've been since Gates been fatted when I was like 8. So it was fun.
Yeah. We got stuck in a freaky circle.
Freaky circle.
Yeah. When we got out of the panel, there, downstairs in the convention center, there's all the rooms for the panels, and it like curves around the entire building, and we were just in a horde of people just slowly moving forward, and we never thought it was going to end, but it looks like a circle, so we're like, it's a freaky circle, because it's just never,
The scenery was exactly the same.
Yeah.
It was pretty much, once in a while you see something, but like, didn't we just see that again?
Yeah.
The same person laying on the ground dead, it's just, it was...
Doug.
Yeah, that's Doug. He was sort of the leader, but... Yeah.
It was a good time, though. I mean, once we got out of that, and I think it was a good time meeting everybody that we got to meet. Unfortunately, not meeting some people because of real poor management on how they were doing that. I honestly did not think that they communicated that very well.
No.
There were a few things, and I mean, they are kind of in. I mean, what is this? This has got to be year 8.
7.
Year 7. Year 7 for this particular con. And they're still kind of sophomoric on a certain level as far as communication about certain things. A certain group of people thought one thing was one way, and another thought another was another. But, it all worked out. Nothing super consequential except for the fact that
I did get to meet someone, and now we're done talking about it.
Yeah, it was just poorly advertised, and you didn't know about it unless you specifically went in to look at autographs and photo ops and stuff like that. Which
really
who the hell does that before the con?
Apparently, a lot of people.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I never do. I just wait till con. I'll see what it is then. If I have, I'm not gonna buy it now.
Yeah,
I don't have the money for it.
Yeah.
That was my biggest disappointment of the weekend, was standing in line for as long as we did to find out
Sold out.
that it was sold out before we even started, and that's a pain. But moving on, the standing in line is worth it in the front. We got to meet several people with Meiser Rose involved.
Yeah, I five-hide. Yes, I high-fived Lex. It was cool.
He doubted it. Ooze and I were in line, and Bambi and Peachy hadn't arrived with us yet because they were. I don't remember where you guys
We were seeing Tara Strong.
Tara Strong.
No, it was someone else.
Was it?
Yeah, because Tara Strong was on Friday.
Yes.
You guys went to stop and see someone else because they were there. I think it was some of the Real Heroes people that were on the side there while we were getting in line for Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah. But it was still, he came down the line, high-fived us all, and said, hey.
Ming Na Wen threw a bunch of paper at him. It was fun. They almost got in a fight.
That was a lot of fun.
He was super, Michael Rosenbaum, super engaging with the audience. He put up a few videos of walking around, jokingly tapping tapping people on the shoulder and stuff like that. So it'd be super cool to get a collab with him in his Inside of You podcast, which Sudon planted the seed for, and that's super cool. As far as highlights outside of guests, what were some of your favorite costumes?
Costumes. Ooh. I saw an Anastasia costume, which was really cool because Christopher Lloyd was there. I got my Anastasia music box signed by him,
Also
and I saw. Yeah, also that, because that's my entire childhood or something. That was a really good costume. There was a lot of Umbrella Academy. There was one group of, all the characters from Umbrella Academy, which was really cool. Because it was just awesome.
Were they...
They were from the TV show.
They were TV show, okay.
Yeah. Or the Netflix show. I guess you can't really call it a TV show anymore.
Streaming television program.
You don't have to watch it on your TV, though. It's
right.
It's just a show.
It's just a series.
I have pictures. I'm trying to... I didn't take many pictures this time around.
Didn't either.
I took pictures of people's accounts, at the writers' tables and stuff like that, and artist tables and stuff like that, because they ran out of cards. But I wasn't really big. I should have. I don't like having my phone out.
Yeah.
Bambi got a lot of pics, and we'll get those posted near this episode or right around then when we have this posted, whatever. I'm gonna have her compile those and anything we might have into a group that we can throw out there with our next cast or whatever.
There's nothing that I can remember that really sticks out. I know there was a lot of me pointing, being like, "Oh, it's that person," but nothing that I specifically remember. There was a lot of Critical Role cosplays that I also did not understand. There's Grogs, some good Grogs, but other than that, yeah.
I guess I ran into a pretty interesting Spectacular Spider-Man 313 and another
really good costume.
Scarlet Spider. He did a pretty good job on
I saw those.
2 days.
Yeah, but not the third day. You didn't see him the third day.
There was so many different costumes. I mean, you didn't see the Galactus. I didn't see that, but I'm seeing pictures of stuff. I'm like, where was that?
Yeah,
I didn't see that. I saw a lot of obscure anime and a lot of My Hero Academia. I'm not saying that right. Academia. That I really dug seeing that going around and seeing a lot of kids pulling off what they were doing and stuff. Just seeing the creativity and some of the stuff. Interesting to see Joker from the upcoming Joker. That was a cool one.
The Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Yeah.
Yes, we saw him
I
in
didn't
line.
see that, actually.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
I said, "Hey, Peachy,
yeah, that's right.
did you see that Joaquin Phoenix Joker?" And you were like, "Oh no, I didn't." Oh wait, yes, I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was badass. I forgot about that.
It's pretty cool to see that. It's cool to see people do what they do. I saw the families are the fun ones where they all theme the father-son that do the Goku and the Gohan.
I did see a family doing Toy Story. There was Bo Peep
that
and
was
Buzz
pretty
and
great. Yeah.
Jesse and
That was great. That would be
a lot of good Game of Thrones too.
A lot of Pokemon.
Oh yeah, there was a Pokemon trainer from Smash Bros.
You know what I didn't see this year is that I'd seen, I'm pretty sure, the last few years. It's the father and son, Henry Jones and Indiana Jones.
Really?
Yeah, the dad was...
I don't think I've seen that one.
It was a younger kid as Indiana Jones, just a little kid.
I take mine back. I think my favorite costume of the weekend was that Snape.
Oh, yeah.
The Snape that was normal Snape, and then
Boggart Snape.
Yeah.
Snape, he was in character the whole time. He was boxing somebody in the head.
Him.
He had it all.
He's saying, Brandy, you're a fine girl?
No.
Oh, wait.
No, that didn't happen.
Teeter over you when you talk to him, because he's...
Yeah.
It was wonderful. I wish I'd gotten information on him where but he did a great job. That one.
Yeah, super awesome.
That was awesome. Oh, but one was my favorite of the weekend, I think.
Yeah,
A lot of Marty McFly's.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of Back to the Future,
Oh,
of
Back
course,
to
with
the
Christopher
Future.
Lloyd and,
Biff.
I'm sorry, what's his name?
Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson. Forgive me. But yeah, super cool. I I saw a couple of Fisks that weren't super impressive. I was unfortunately focused on the Spider-Man costumes. I've been all about Spider-Man costumes for the last 8 months. and I was checking out other Spiders costumes, and there were a lot of really good Spider costumes out there. But no, I was disappointed to not see like a big group of spiders that you could take pictures with, like you see at a lot of cons.
Right, and the only thing like that I saw was the Deadpool conga line that I joined.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which was fun, but
we were all worried. We didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But
I was also
cool.
on the phone at the time.
Yeah. I'm in a conga. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good stuff.
Oh.
What about some of our favorite grabs? Stuff we found at Con.
I spent like way too much money on dice. I could have spent more, but I didn't. So that's good. But my favorite thing that I found, which apparently was the last one that the booth had, was an owlbear figure.
Yes.
Which made me really happy. He's really cute. I posted a picture of him on the Instagram.
I will ride him.
But yeah, owlbear is super cute. I got a couple of the Flash books that I've been looking for. Unfortunately, did not find my Justice League book that I was looking for.
I'm super excited about that Stranger Things starter pack, though, for the D&D. And the figures, I was pretty jazzed about grabbing those.
I say jazzed. Yes, D&D. D&D is a thing. I'm really excited to start playing D&D. Like, that's all I can think about now that con's over. I'm like, I need to get on this.
D&D is a thing. That was a lot of fun seeing all the different D&D booths, but I didn't fall in line and get comics like I thought I would. I got signed a lot of stuff, but like Greg Capullo and Cooper didn't get him. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
A few others I got to meet. The Andrew Pepboy was a lot of joy on that one, but I think my biggest happy joy, honestly, that I grabbed this weekend was that the Quick Ball. Honestly, I'm really happy I managed to find that one because I've been looking. I've seen the Luxury Ball everywhere, and I haven't seen the Quick Ball because it only comes one in the package of 6. That's always the one that people grab first. And then they have 3 Pokeballs.
Are you saying that it goes quick?
Yes.
Ah, it's very fast.
But yeah, that was a big one. But I was big Pokemon push this weekend. It was kind of an interesting thing. If I had service on my phone this weekend, there would have been a lot more live videos of crikey, let's go find me a freaking Pokemon. I wish that was the only other disappointment I had. Is my own disappointment is I ran out of funds. It was a rent check.
Yeah.
It was a rent check.
Yeah.
So
my went pretty quick. But I mean, I did. Immortal Hulk's a pretty hot book right now. I sold off my Immortal Hulk books. I got a pretty decent price on them. My favorite grab of the weekend, though, was I picked up a commemorative set of Masters of the Universe figures, the He-Man and Skeletor. This series was their replicas of the original figures put out by Mattel in 2000. I think it was 2000, 2001, right around there. So I was super glad to grab those. I've been picking up a lot more He-Man and Masters of the Universe stuff, and with the movie coming up, it's been getting a huge resurgence with all that stuff. So I'm pretty happy to have those guys. I did grab a couple other figures. I'm a huge figure guy, in case you didn't know it, if you don't see my Instagram, or Instagram, or pictures behind me or anything. But huge fan of action figures. I also picked up a Deadpool car, scooter, with him and Dogpool and Squirrelpool and
Hydra Bob's head.
Yeah.
For
And then
whatever reason.
Yeah, exactly. And then I mean, I showed him on the video the Lady Deadpool with Headpool. That all together. I mean, figures, toys.
Yep.
When I look at them in the hair on the back of my neck stands up, I know I made a good grab.
Yeah.
So especially when you grab that electric fence. Whoa! The hair definitely stands up and smokes.
The hair on my everything stood up.
Oh, get that checked.
Anyway. Oh, sorry.
I'm looking forward to if you decide to do that review on those.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I keep forgetting. I want to do that on the figures, and I think I might make some videos of some of the boxes, shadow boxes that I put together, and maybe some quick photos or videos of the shelves I've set up with my figures and things like that. Something a little more, maybe a little more toy-centric, just personal touch kind of.
It'd be cool to see that, because you got a lot of stuff here that's a lot of people like. That's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I think it's all pretty lame.
She really does.
Face is lame.
She makes it a point to tell me every time when she gets to the bottom of the stairs, about to walk into the recording room, freaking, I hate everything in this room, and I want you to know that it kills me slowly every time I enter.
Especially this wall closest to me.
Yeah.
With all of the Joker and Flash stuff on it, it's the worst, and I hate it.
Probably.
Mostly that one. And that one.
It's okay. It's not the worst.
It's the worst.
I did, however, see some freaking, they picked up some new figures at Allseas, and there's at least 2 of them that I hadn't seen before. Some Joker figures that I know I have to pick up. And those, what's that set of the ones, those weren't Kingdom Come, were they?
No, I don't remember what they were.
They have the Scarecrow and they have that really cool one.
Yeah, they had some of their stuff mixed up with the Kingdom Come stuff, but I don't think it was Kingdom Come.
Right.
It might be Hush.
No.
Long Halloween.
They did have some Hush figures.
They did have a Hush figure, but no. I just remembered another costume that I really liked. It was Godspeed.
Oh, right.
It was a really good Godspeed.
Yeah, pretty cool costume.
So props to that guy.
Godspeed to that guy.
Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited to, find out what I'm going to be doing for next year and get back out there and try to do everything we can to get, more coverage. We're fledgling and we're a year in, so
yeah,
we're still a little bit
coming up to that year. So,
yeah.
30, 40, 50, 60th episode. What episode are we on?
We're on the 39. 38.
Yeah, 39.
39.
I believe, yes.
Woo!
Yeah, but almost a year. At the end of this month, it'll be a year.
I'd certainly like to get more panels in.
Yeah.
I'm like, your mic is not over here, it's over there.
I'm tired of leaning back. Yeah, I'd like to get more panels in for sure. There were some ones that I saw. There was a lot of. I'd like to have service next year.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff like, let's go find this that I'd like to go do and document. Take more pictures.
Oh yeah, take more pictures for sure.
I don't know, I have a hard time with, I know people are there to enjoy, and some people dress up to be pictured, but I'm also one of those people, I'm like, I don't want to go up to them and be like, hey, let me interrupt your good time to take a picture of you.
Honestly, as a cosplayer, that is part of the good time. Not gonna lie. Being someone actually likes your costume that you put time and effort into, and not just for yourself, for other people, it's part of it. Or you wouldn't dress up.
Yeah, and when they notice, if it's a rare costume, or when they notice something specific about it, or when they're like, oh, and it's this, that's even better, they're like, oh, nobody else recognized that, but yeah, Exactly. Yes.
I saw that happen with a guy who was dressed up as Matt Murdock, Daredevil from the Netflix series. He was wearing the black mask, and some guy was like, "Are you Zorro?" And something like that. But there was something like that, and then where's the guy? I was like, "Oh, it's Baze Malbus," and he's all like, "Thank you." He was like, "So he got it." Like, I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." He's one of the best characters from the Star Wars franchise recently.
Yes.
And it's great. So that definitely feel that.
Yeah.
When con is over, I feel the depression, especially on my wallet.
Yeah.
I definitely know that there's things I want to do differently next year. More panels. Actually, like, plan it out. That's something I like to do. And save money. Yeah. That was the biggest pain, was saving money for me.
Yeah, I'm still, personally, and I know I talked to Ooze earlier, I'm still tired.
Yeah, same. I haven't had time to recuperate at all.
Yeah, you guys especially.
I went right back to work the next
same.
day. Yeah, that was a fun day. And, I've slept with an ice block underneath my ankles and my knees
that was
pretty
smart.
much the last 2-3 nights. Actually, since Friday.
I might have to go the old people route and get a tub to soak my feet in with some Epsom salt at the end of every day, and pop a few ibuprofen beginning in the middle of the day, and whew,
thankfully I was not in a lot of pain because I have a job where I stand for 8 hours straight, so I wasn't. I was not feeling the pain.
She's also very young compared to the two of us.
Well, the other young person that was with us is never like standing or walking at all, and was not happy with pains.
Yeah, I definitely need better shoes. I should have gotten new shoes before I went. That's definitely always on the list. Buy new shoes before con.
That's the unfortunate part of my costume, is that
the shoes are built in.
Small.
Oh yeah, and they're too small.
Yeah, they're what? Oh, they're built in. Yeah, they're built in and they're too small. And especially for walking around for a long time, I need to figure something out with that if I'm going to be wearing it. I plan to wear it as much as possible.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, I digress. This I guess would be the end of our Denver Pop Culture Con 2019 coverage. And hopefully within the next year we get to grow more as an outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, an outlet, and get a little bit more on top of our game and get some interviews under our belts and some stuff like that. Not that we didn't do anything this time, but we're still growing.
We're
so
babies.
we're still growing, so we need to get ourselves figured out, and that's hopefully Sudon's doing, in my opinion, some miracles with video stuff that he's been looking at, and he's gotten really into that kind of stuff, and hopefully we'll be getting YouTube, a bigger YouTube presence.
We're growing, and there's a lot of stuff going on.
For all the things we complained about for the Pop Culture Con, it was still a great time.
It was an awesome time, and it was highly enjoyable, and I really liked being able to witness it on a media level where we got to provide, that kind of coverage. And
for you guys.
Yeah.
It was definitely enjoyable. We enjoyed having the opportunities that we did. It's still a growing con. It's still growing pains. There's a lot of people, a lot of logistics, so there's going to be stuff that falls through the cracks. But we want to say thank you to the Denver Pop Culture Con. Margaret, thank you for your help out there.
Yeah, thank you, Margaret Fogarty.
Yeah, you definitely were a great help to us. Great reaching out to everybody that we talked to and helped us out at the con, and hope to see you guys next year.
Yeah, next year at con. Year 8.
Yeah,
Woo!
Year 8.
Year 8. Year 2 for Stapled Together.
Yeah.
Have better coverage next year. We'll plan it a little bit better.
Yeah.
And tell us what you guys want to hear about next year, because, we want to hear from you too.
For sure. But once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And then on that note, leading up to our contest that we had, the Staple Together Scarlet Spider DPCC giveaway.
So many
One of those
hashtags.
things.
Noisemakers.
Woo, woo, woo.
Freaking, unfortunately we had no comments.
Yeah.
No.
We got a lot of likes, a lot of new subscribers to, or new followers to our Instagram and such. Instagrams
The Instagrams is.
and such.
Hopefully they're listening and welcome to the family.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But, no comments. But we did go ahead and choose a winner otherwise, which was an Instagram user?
Yes.
Instagram user Smallest Ghost.
Smallest ghost.
Smallest Ghost
Oh,
will be,
and one L.
and we'll be reaching out to that individual through direct message
Yes.
to get your information. Congratulations, you've won issues number 1 and 2 of Web of Scarlet Spider, number 1, autographed by cover artist Stephen Butler. All right.
Yay, smallest ghost.
All right. So I guess this leads us into our comic book review segment for this week.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Ooze, what do you got for us?
So I had actually a lot of books.
News?
Oh yeah, news.
Oh,
We had
we were
news.
going to do news.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Sorry.
Peachy's a liar.
We want.
Cut, edit.
Yeah.
Pause for a second.
Ads. Ads. Okay.
Okay. This is like you're gonna cut it, and then it's gonna be us going ads,
Ads.
ads. Where the fuck were we? Okay, so yeah, we had. Okay, go ahead.
I didn't have much. I did have a few things that we'll throw up on the social media. Masters of the Universe poster was revealed. It's very basic, but it just shows the title, kind of a gray background. We'll throw that picture up on the social medias.
Yes.
Really cool.
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
the '80s child that I am. I'm like, okay. I did not remember this as much as I thought, but apparently I had a large He-Man collection as a child.
Nice.
I'm like, where did they go?
Where are they now? Freaking, and going right along with the 80s theme, we got news that the Ghostbusters video game is being remastered.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I love that game.
Oh my god, one of my favorite games on the PS3. I love that thing.
My biggest piece of news being Matt Reeves, director of the Batman. I guess it's been confirmed that he's doing a trilogy of Batman films. Whether or not they're all going to be starring Robert Pattinson, I mean, it's probably a good bet that they are.
Right.
But yeah, also that Robert Pattinson's been confirmed.
Yeah.
I just hope he does the role justice, and hopefully they surprise us, and it's not another Nolan situation, because I don't need another Batman movie.
Same.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. I mean, there are a lot of Batman films. There's a lot of Spider-Man films. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I like seeing Spider-Man films, but I'm also a Batman fan, and I'm tired of seeing Batman films.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Kitten.
I did want to point out, I know we talked about Ghostbusters at one point. I did a lot of reviews in one of our past episodes. Yeah. I did want to point out with the game being remade, I'm looking forward to replaying that.
Oh, yeah.
And then rereading the comics that continue based on that.
That's
because that's
awesome.
considered canon
Nice.
by the Ghostbusters. So if you are looking forward to this new Ghostbusters movie coming out, Ghostbusters, the video game, is canon story as well as the comics.
That's awesome.
So,
love that game, man. That was so much fun.
The comics were cool, and even the character you play in that one makes a reappearance in one of the comic books as a character in it.
That's awesome.
He's the other guy, and it's like, that's cool. Like, they talk about your adventures as, and I'm like, I'll have to do a review on that one day. It was a really cool story, but I'm excited for this. But, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all I had for news. What do you have for us, Ooze?
Also following the 80s theme,
Yep.
Gal Gadot
Yes.
released the first look at Wonder Woman 1984.
Nice.
And her costume looks amazing, and I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Looks, I know.
it.
But, there you go.
Oh my god, let me see this.
We'll probably be posting that also on the Facebooks.
I meant to share it as soon as I saw it, but it went away.
Wow.
It went away.
She likes gold. It's very beautiful. I wish I could zoom in. That's cool.
Yeah.
I had not seen that. That's really...
Yeah, that was actually shown today. He's seen it.
Okay.
It was, she posted it today.
Dude, that was real time
It comes
reaction.
out in 1 year.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
On that, I heard that somewhere somebody posted an article. I don't remember where it is. God, I'm really terrible about that. And I need to start sending those to you. They're Peachy. But apparently DC's rebooting their universes in 2 different ways. Like, they're continuing with the Gal Gadot, the Jason Momoa line going in one side, and then you got the Shazams and Black Adams going on the other side, Joker, the Matt Reeves Batman, stuff like that. I'm like, I can see that, but I would still love to see some sort of fleshing out of what they had kind of started there with Flashpoint and everything that they hinted at. So I'm curious to see what we got in Wonder Woman 84.
Yes.
There was a weird pause in what I said
84.
there. So I'm excited about that. That's cool. Damn.
Yeah.
I need to figure that
Damn.
Bambi also said that it looked really good. But Bambi's a big Wonder Woman fan, so.
for sure. And I need to figure out how to pin stuff or just share it right away when I first see it, because it gets on my nerves. I'm like, I just saw it. Where is it?
Donde.
Yeah, so if you heard any interference, we've just recently figured out that our phones and such, when we search and whatnot, cause
Yeah, that
problem.
noise
We're
stuff.
trying to do our best here.
Yeah.
We're going to be getting another set of new mics here pretty soon. And
One
upgrading.
of these mics.
Yes.
This is going to be amazing because I need one for the YouTube channel. But that was awesome. I'm really kind of amped about that.
Yeah. I'm excited.
You know,
I like DC.
I do too, and I'm really excited to see them do very well in the franchise. I liked Batman versus Superman. I like all the franchise. Yeah, I see its flaws. I acknowledge its flaws, but I still enjoyed the movie.
I like Justice League.
I look at them going, this is something we have never seen before.
Yeah.
You know, these are our characters. Yeah, they may not be the most honest rendition of these characters, but damn, they're cool.
I really like Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Upper lip.
Yeah,
I really
for
like
sure.
the
He
Flash.
was pretty great. Like, I'm hearing that his contract may be up soon.
Big oof.
Well, I hope they get that movie off the ground.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. Well, and if they go with his script that he's co-writing with, was it Jeff Johns?
Yes.
Yeah, then that would be, phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Get the guy who made Flashpoint
Yeah.
and the guy who's playing
The Flash.
Then, yeah. You kind of get a gist that Ezra Miller really cares for the character and wants to do right by the fans.
He's a good actor,
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
enjoy him as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what did you have Sudon?
Well, on excitement compiled upon excitement is this morning as of the day we recorded the Pokemon Direct.
Yeah.
For Pokemon was announced. I don't know if we said earlier. We also got the Pokemon Sleep was announced, and all that stuff was released prior event. But this one was the official Sword and Sword and Shield. Almost said Sword and Moon.
Sword and Moon.
Yes.
Sun and Shield.
Sun and Shield, yeah. The Sword and Shield Pokemon Direct, where they basically were like, hey, this is a game that's going to be doing a lot of stuff. They basically threw out open world in the wild areas where you basically,
still taking stuff from like Let's Go. Pokemon Let's Go, where you can see the Pokemon wandering around, but in an open world, vast world.
That's cool.
It looks amazing. They also introduced to us the 2 new legendaries, dogs, one representing Sword, Zacian. I think I'm saying that right. He's a good boy.
He looks like a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Got a nice. I put those on my Instagram and on the Facebook page for Sudon. Those are now available.
Yeah, make sure and like Sudon's page on Facebook.
And then the other edition, of course, is going to be Zamancenta.
It's names.
The Shield.
Less of a good boy, but you know.
He looks very stoic and like I feel the paladin in him.
Yeah.
Relate to the paladin.
I relate to him in some Palladian way. They also revealed. This was big for me. I'm really excited about this. 4-ish new Pokemon. They had Wooloo, which is a sheep Pokemon. Wooloo.
He's a big ball.
He looks like the Alolan version of.
Huh. We have a ball like that. It's a dog toy.
Yeah.
Just
Oh yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
Watch out, Wooloo. The Alolan Mareep. But then we've also got Dreadnought, which is kind of turtle-like. I like him. He's pretty cool looking.
Nice.
No idea really what their types are just yet. You kind of got an idea. And then we've got Gossip Fleur, who evolves into Eldegoss. Very beautiful looking Pokemon.
She has good hair.
Obviously a grass type on that one, so that's kind of fun
That's
to see.
pretty cool.
So yeah, I'm really excited to see this Pokemon. They announced Dynamic, I believe it is called. Dynamic Pokemon, or Dynamax. Dynamax Pokemon evolving is somehow the Pokemon grows to a massive size, is super powerful, and you have to team up with your friends to defeat it. Kind of Pokemon Go style. Kind of like the raids in the gyms and stuff.
Is that where the giant island, the island of the giant Pokemon is from then? Because
Possibly.
that was a thing.
So
was
does that affect any Pokemon? Or just the new?
Apparently, it's the gym leaders will have one that you have to defeat, and then there's also like guardians and other like super powered Pokemon around the Galar. The Galar region is the new region around there, and it's pretty cool. They also announced the worldwide release date of November 15, 2019. They'll have both Sword and Shield.
Sweet.
And I'm sure they'll have a Pokemon Wii.
They're making a new
Nintendo
Wii game.
Switch.
A Switch edition, because I do know that there are a lot of rumors going around that the E3 coming out here in a week, which we're going to start doing coverage on.
Yes, absolutely.
Lots of cool stuff coming out, pre-release at the Blizzard game.
Yeah.
Not Blizzard
Also,
game.
CDCC is coming up.
Oh yeah.
A lot of big shows coming up, but that
SDCC.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought you said CDCC.
Oh yeah, they're releasing 2 new versions of the Switch. Apparently, there's going to be a
right.
downgraded version, and then there's going to be an upgraded version with a little bit more features to it. The downgraded is going to have
X.
pretty much. The Switch one is going to have a faster processor, more rumble features and stuff into the much better connectivity between the Joy-Cons and that. And the other one, the downgraded version, will have undetachable Joy-Cons. They'll be connected permanently.
Oh.
So. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That releases a little bit of their...
It'll be more like a handheld.
Yeah. And so I'm like, that's pretty fascinating, and I'm curious to see if those come true, and hopefully they'll have a Pokemon Sword Shield edition, because I need a Switch, and I need these games in my existence, as well as everything Pokemon. But yeah, also with Pokemon, they announced that the Shiny Edition Pokemon cards that were GX were coming out in Japan. They were really super hard. They announced that they're actually coming out in the U.S. in a set called Hidden Fates at the end of the year or September area. I've heard 2 different conflicting, but super, like 60 different shiny type
Oh,
Pokemon.
wow.
I'm excited for this set, including the Unified Minds that's coming a month before it, so there's a lot of stuff coming. It's a good year to be a Pokemon fan, because they got that new movie too coming out, so...
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah, be on for sure on the lookout for all of Sudon's videos, unboxings, and everything that he's doing on all platforms, right? On all platforms, right?
I'm going to get all of them. I'm getting on YouTube, but I'm going to be doing unboxings. I'll be doing buildings.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
right.
build some Pokemon
Some
sets.
time lapse and stuff.
Some stuff like that. I'm going to do some reviews as well for the comics. I got a lot of comics that we don't get to talk about on this one. I'm going to start doing those. We're also adapting the Staple Together video or audios that you're hearing us now. You're gonna start seeing a video presentation to some of our older projects and stuff like
We'll
that.
be using PowerPoint.
It's very, very good. I'm learning how to do it. It's been well, you were saying that a minute ago. I'm like, yeah, it's been an interesting trip. And
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot of things. So
Super cool.
yeah, we're moving on up. But that's all I have for news on my end.
Just that.
A whole lot of Poke going on.
Fucking going on. There's a lot of stuff going on in the pop culture realm, and we can only do so much. Otherwise, we'd be sitting here talking for hours.
Hours and hours.
Which we'd love to. Maybe we'll do a live one, or we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. An easy way to help us get to that goal is go to our Patreon, donate funds so we can keep doing things and expanding our horizons and all of that.
Patreon, you can donate on Anchor.fm as well.
Yes.
We love what we do,
helps.
and we love being able to share it with you, and we'd love your help to continue.
Yes.
I know they suck, and I know we sound like we're reading a script, because we are.
No, we're not reading a script right now.
Please listen to the ads and click on those ads. They help us out as well. We do get a little bit of something off that. We're working our way.
Yeah.
But I'm done.
All right,
I'm done. I'm
and
leaving. Bye. No, I'm just
so that ends our news segment for this week. Let's move right into our comic book reviews for the week. What do you have for us, Ooze?
Oh, man. So I bought a bunch of comics this week, because con just happened, so I have plenty of money.
Heavy month for books.
Dude, like, we had one week that they were like, oh, no, you guys only have, 2 books. You good.
Yeah.
And Peachy has 9 books next week.
Yeah.
I have, I think, 7 or 8 books next week. 22. Sudon has 22 books next week.
If I was to pick up my full hold slot at 23.
That's a lot.
I may not be picking on my entire whole slot. We need to make a we need to make a new list.
We do.
Yeah.
Open up a scat
technically,
band.
I actually have a list prepared. I just haven't printed it out.
Right.
But
I've got new changes though.
oh, okay.
I need to do that. Sorry. I need to do that too, because mine was up through March. Mine was, I had looked, because that's when I stopped looking to the previews.
Right. I haven't even looked at the new previews. I keep meaning to.
Keep on going 2 pages in, and then have to do something else. So
I brought it to bed the other night. It did nothing. Just laid next to my bed for a few days. So I brought it upstairs. I'm like, I'm going to go upstairs and read this. I don't know where I put it, and I didn't look for it at any point.
It was on the counter earlier.
I never read it. Hey, this is Peachy.
I'm Ooze.
This is Sudon.
And we'd like to take a moment to thank our original launch site, Anchor.fm, who's helped to enrich this podcast in many ways. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast.
Anchor.fm offers educational tools on how to get started in social media and has not only given our show, Stapled Together, several platforms to choose from for your listening enjoyment, but continues to offer helpful tips and avenues for growth along the way. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use.
With an easy, hassle-free method for uploading, you can add your podcast episodes to Anchor.fm's extensive library, available for listening on several popular streaming services, letting listeners choose a favorite platform.
And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast.
That means you can get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what we're doing right now by reading this ad.
Go to anchor.fm/start to get started today.
But, anyways, the books that I had this week, I didn't write any of the artists down, but all of my books are shared books this week.
Yes.
Number 1, I got a Shazam, super awesome cover. Shazam number 6. Yes, Shazam number 6. Not my pick of the week. Stuff happened.
It was a good book.
Yeah, it was fine. Not a whole lot went on.
Oh, sorry. It's Jeff Johns, written by Jeff Johns with art by Dale Eaglesham on that.
Yes, and that was the inside art. The cover artist.
Great cover. The one that she picked up, the variant she picked up is
that cover makes me want to pick up the book.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. I told you the wrong name earlier. The variant cover was Scott Collins.
Scott Collins.
But yeah, awesome. It's very Shazam-y. Stuff went down in that book. Continuing from last time that we didn't talk about, but people were there and it was a good time. So I tried to convince myself that Buffy was going to be my pick of the week. I really did.
I almost did. I almost went there.
I really enjoyed the Buffy book. Continued writing by Jordi Belair and art by David Lopez.
I had art by Dan Mora.
Maybe the cover?
Maybe I misread.
Let me see.
David Lopez.
Yeah, whoops.
I
I have that published on all my stuff.
Jordi Belair is the art writer, and artist is David Lopez.
Yeah, wow, I don't know where
I know.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're like, I don't see it.
No, I don't know where he's getting Dan Mora from.
I think I might have been looking at, that might have been the artist for that.
The crossover, the Weed and
The
Bruce crossover, which was a tie-in to this issue. So if you didn't pick that up, see if your local comic book store still has it. They might. I know that they still have some of the free comic book days, but anything Whedon related usually goes pretty quickly.
You might check Midtown Comics. That's a good place that I usually find a lot of these still laying around because they buy a lot.
So, yes, Frenemies was illustrated by Dan Mora and Serge Acuna.
That's what I looked at. I was looking at the wrong book.
It's okay, because...
fix that.
Yes, but, this book, more Xander stuff. Xander makes me sad.
Now, I'm going to ask you, if you were to affix a scaling, numbering, rating, doesn't matter what the number, what it means, but what would you give it out of, let's say, 10?
A 7.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Staples. All right, we got that one.
It
Not
would have been.
Staples.
What I really liked about the book is that it really felt very Buffy, and every character
Yes.
felt very much like that character.
Yes.
And that's what made it want to be my book. Made me want to make that my book, I should say. My deterrent on that was the art.
Yeah, Willow looked weird.
Willow
to me.
looked like a clown.
Xander a couple times, like when he
Yeah.
was in the bed before he turned and all that.
Spoilers.
Oh,
Well, I mean, all
turned
three of
over.
us know, but...
Yeah, but yeah, no, Dan Mora's art in the crossover I appreciated much better.
Yes.
It made the characters look like the
Angel
actors
looked
and stuff.
cool. Like in that.
Yeah,
Like,
Angel didn't look bad actually.
When he showed up in that was in the Dan Mora.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was that. I was like, that looked.
yeah.
The art was that, and then this other one is kind of like it was almost cartoony, and it
It
really
was
kind of
really
took away
cartoony.
from the seriousness of the situation
Yes.
that was happening.
Because it was very serious.
Yeah.
And then at the end of that book, there was also a mystery figure that we don't know.
Right.
But Buffy.
Yeah. It was a good book otherwise.
Yes.
I probably would have gone 6.5.
6.5?
Yeah.
No Jaro?
No joke. Maybe a 6. Just the art. I mean, the art is a major deal for me.
Yeah.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. We had similar, but it was 7.5.
Right, but no Jaro,
no
so
Jaro.
Subtract the 0.5.
You didn't see, but I'll show you here in a minute. You'll see I
Yeah,
have a Jaro system.
once we talk about this last book, that is my pick of the week. Issue number 25, oversized Justice League, Year of the Villain Prelude.
25!
Number 25. That's my pick of the week. It did include Jaro.
Oh, nice.
So therefore, I already know Sudon's rating is a 10 out of 10 Staples.
Nice. Is this your pick also then?
It is my pick of the week, yes.
Also,
this book
nice.
almost made me cry.
You gotta love when that happens. You know it's a good book. You know it's a good book when you get all emo about it.
Yeah, it made me laugh, it made me cry, it made me want to die.
Yeah. Good times.
But yeah, so that's my pick of the week. Sudon, what books did you have? So we can go through that list really quick with your. Oh, I'm sorry. Continued writing by Scott Snyder.
That's right.
Continued.
Directed.
Art by George Jimenez.
Oh,
George Jimenez.
Yes. Yes. He was super proud of this book.
Was he?
He's been posting it like crazy on the
Dude.
Twitters and Facebooks. Or whatever platform I happen to be following him on.
I was just making sure because on the outside it says James Tynion,
James
but
Tynion,
he's not in. He's credited for storyline, but not. He didn't do any of the writing for this book.
There's actually two parts in this.
Oh,
There's the Justice League Sixth Dimension conclusion, and then there's the Message, which was the second part, which was written by James Tynion IV, art by Javier Fernandez, coloring by High Five, and
High Five.
That one.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, there was two different stories. I
was reading too fast to actually absorb any of the
change.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, okay, but Sudon, go ahead.
But yeah, I had Deadpool number 13.
Yes.
Kind of like everybody Justice League, and I'm like Deadpool. Told you. Number 13, I shared that with Peachy here.
Yes.
And it's a War of Realms tie-in.
War of Realms tie-in.
That was absolutely hilarious.
It was absolutely hilarious, and I'll tell you that's part of the reason it became my pick for this week.
Okay, I'm not going to say too much more than Scotty Young continued writing. Nic Klein did everything else.
Yeah, for sure.
This dude, he did the cover, he did the coloring, he did the art.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Scotty Young, what are you doing? Oh yeah, writing 3 other projects. For me on that one.
Drawing.
And I'm going to show Peachy this one. Ooze got to see this earlier, but I have the new Jaro system. It's not new, but I actually wrote it out in a new way. My score is 8 of 10.
8 of 10.
8 of 10 on this episode, but I have to do the plus minus here. You circled the minus, there is no Jaro.
Right, so it's a 7.5?
It goes down to 7.5 out of 10 as a
That's
finals.
funny. Mine would have been 7.5, but it was a War of the Realms tie-in.
So minus 0.5 because of the war. Yeah, that's a good... Yeah, also that. Yeah, that's going to have to be Superior Spider-Man next week, too, because it's also a war. Yeah, I'm not excited for that, because I'm always excited for Superior
War of
Spider-Man.
Realms hasn't been terrible.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'm like, Buffy number 5 I shared with everybody here. I gave, as I said, a 7, or a 0.5 on that one. No
7.
Jaro.
Yeah.
So that goes down to a 7. I liked it, but I thought just the art was really cartoony. It was like, you're really kind of ruining the seriousness, as I said earlier, of the situation that's going on in this book. People's just dying.
Peace is our die.
Yeah.
But as we all know already, my pick of this week is Justice League 25.
I mean, how could you not pick it?
And I really went into this going, God, I don't want to pick this because I'm saving it. I really wanted to read Gwen this week, but I have 2 other books I need to catch up for before I can do that, so I'm like,
We will stop talking about Justice League when it stops being so good.
Yeah, true.
And I don't think that's a possibility.
When Scott Snyder leaves the title.
Oh, yeah, so 30 issues from now, maybe, if he leaves. Ugh. But, yeah.
But yeah, Justice League number 25, as it says, Scott Snyder, George Jimenez is continuing the art here. Beautiful. I wish I had gotten the art cover on this one, but I ended up getting the Jim Chung cover.
Jim Chung?
And Tomio More.
Jim Chung?
Yeah, everybody, Jim Chung.
Jim Chung. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear Jim Chung when you said it, so I
Sorry.
heard Jum Chung.
Jim Chung, sorry,
Yeah.
And then, I 10 out of 10 was
Would
the score.
read again.
And it has Jaro, so actually,
Oh.
overall score is
It's
10.5 out
Whoa!
of 10 on this one. I wrote that in when I'm like, and you know the scene.
Yeah, oh, I know.
He's all like, like, he wasn't in his jar though.
He's still Jaro. His name's Jaro. It's fine.
But yeah, okay, I loved this book, and I even loved the second story, The Message, which was kind of the continuance, like what's going on next, kind of a setup. And I was kind of cool to see. I was like, "Ooh, is this mean we're getting Justice League Dark in it?" Not just, yeah, because Tinian's doing Justice League Dark, so I was like, "Oh, whoa."
They're going through a lot right now, though. They're sort of trapped in another plane of existence and possibly all gonna die. So I can't guarantee that's gonna happen.
Naboo!
Damn yous!
But yeah, I'm over here going, this overall story was amazing, and
yeah.
it feels like I need a cigarette after reading this book. Like it's satisfying.
Yeah.
But then it's also emotionally like
Torturous?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously everyone's been listening to the past episodes where we talked about Justice League. This is the last episode or last issue that they're in the 6th dimension.
Right. Get fighting the source ball, or trying to contain the source ball.
Trying to fix... So, they were in the 6th dimension because the World Forger was like, yo, this is how you're gonna fix everything. We're just gonna basically destroy everything and start over, and millions of billions of people are gonna die. But it's gonna be fine.
It's the only way to stop Perpetua.
Yes.
Right.
Which was being held behind the Thoth
The
Wall.
source wall.
Thoth Wall. And yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of podcasts that cover this.
Yes. So go back and listen to those if you don't know what's going on right now.
Some of them haven't been released yet, though, either. I don't think a lot of them have been released on a lot of the big parts of the story.
No, they should have been. Because we got through all of Drowned Earth.
Okay, so large parts of those are like a lot of the 6th dimension stuff I worry about.
No, the 6th dimension stuff we've all covered.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because that was the start. Because the first episode that we did in the new format was when they started the 6th dimension stuff.
Okay.
And the Perpetua and everything. So we went back and talked about it because we knew that people wouldn't know what we were talking about.
Okay, so watch those episodes.
Or listen to them. Whichever. Because hopefully they will be on YouTube and you can watch them by now.
Yeah.
Who knows? Anyways.
Sorry.
It's fine. This cover is actually kind of misleading. I just realized.
What's up?
This cover is misleading.
Oh, yeah. It's very misleading.
Unlike the other one that's misleading
so both covers are misleading.
These covers are a lie!
So, this cover that Sudon got, has Aquaman on it, which we all know Aquaman is not part of the Justice League right now because he's on a different planet.
Different planet.
Thank you, Kelly Sue Kornick, for that. And, the cover that I got, which is the main cover, the Justice League is fighting the Sinister Six.
What?
which is not what's going on in this book.
You mean the Legion of Doom?
That one. Wow.
You're like, what?
I'm all like, damn, they look good.
They do.
Oh, by the way, I meant to say
Wow.
this when we were talking about Khan. Did you happen to run into the Dr. Octopus?
Oh,
I did
yeah.
not. Oh, the
The-
female?
No,
Oh,
the
I didn't see that.
the like original Doc Ock. That
No, I
Doc
did
Ock
not.
right there.
I did not.
I did, and we were gonna fight, but my web shooters aren't working.
And his arms weren't working.
And then I was like, no, you're supposed to be good now anyways. And he's like, no, that's superior. And then Sudon was like, so you're saying you're not superior?
You're inferior.
You're the
to
inferior
superior?
octopus?
He's like, no.
Oh. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
And he's like, no, I am classic.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I just
Yeah.
I meant to say that and I forgot.
Yeah, so it was fighting Legion of Doom.
Not happening.
Not happening.
I was thinking about when we were watching Smallville earlier. I was thinking about their version of the Legion of Doom when they show them for like half a second.
I don't remember that. I also haven't... I watched it once a really long time ago, so I'm glad we're rewatching it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I can't wait for Dr. Fate to show up.
Right.
He's a jerk.
Every time.
Anyways, every book, since we started the Sixth Dimension, has started off with a flashback.
Memories.
Clark's memories, to his son, his father, all good, bad memories. Good memories.
Good bad memory?
Yeah.
John Goodman.
This one has Pa Kent,
Copy.
basically doing the same thing that Clark did with his son John. Being like, you can't use your powers to start the fire to make the lantern because that's not how you're supposed to do it. You have to do it the right way or it's going to be basically meaningless. And it's the same thing and it's really cool.
Like the parallels, how they wrote it there. It's slightly different. Of course, it's not exactly telling the same thing, but it's totally Pa Kent, and you can totally see how Clark can see himself in his son. And
Yeah.
that's what he's like.
Yeah. I also really like this picture. Yeah, but that's okay. We're not gonna.
Oh, you can see the super.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't
That
even
is
notice
why
that.
I like it.
Okay.
You can see what's that?
So you can see his symbol through his shirt because it's raining. You can.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So never be stuck in Metropolis on a rainy day, I guess, Clark.
Wearing white.
Yeah, which is what he always wears.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like when all the women come up to him and like, "Oh, Clark," and they don't feel the S.
Right.
That's just my undershirt. No, that feels really.
Metallic.
Do
The people of Metropolis
people
are dumb.
do that often in Superman?
I've seen
They
that.
rub Clark Kent's chest.
Yeah.
They're all just like,
for
ooh.
good luck, they're like, hey, Clark, how you
They're all
doing?
like kneading
I'm
his
playing
chest
the pony. Yeah.
like a cat.
Well,
Play the pony stay. I gotta rub your chest for good luck.
Well, didn't that happen in the old movies where like the girl would like flirt with him or something?
Maybe.
Well, it kind of like I don't know. Maybe I'm remembering
Lois?
things
Lois.
from Lois.
Lois.
But it is a cool picture. It's
Yeah.
got a cool little thing, and he's got the lantern that we were talking about in the previous.
Yes. Issue. And yeah, some good decrepit Superman art there. While he's just floating in the abyss. No sun power and all that.
Just memories to have him going and stuff.
Yeah.
And I like this because it's kind of like talking himself up. No, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep
Yeah.
surviving.
No matter what bad memories are coming to me for whatever reason, I have to keep going to, be Superman. He's Superman. Superman. But, yeah. And then the Justice League is fighting their future selves, and that's a whole thing. There's quips
Right.
involved, because there's, 2.5 flashes.
Yeah.
It's still confusing. I still don't get it.
They still haven't explained what that is.
No. And
But-
they probably never will.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Basically, they're fighting and they're trying to get to the World Forger to take his hammer away so he can't forge a new world, and Batman's like, no, World Forger, you can't erase the Justice League's minds because I need to get to them and I can convince them without basically mind controlling them that this is the plan that we need to be going with. This is it. This is going to be it.
And World Forger's like, we don't have time for this. And everybody's battling each other. It's really crazy to see, like, Martian Manhunter talking really long in a battle. It's like, do you see how long this is happening? Like, you're battling. You don't have time for this.
And there's two of them.
Yeah.
And the future one's like, oh, I remember your monologues, and then talks for another 2 panels. I'm like, what do you mean you remember them? You're doing it right now.
Like they're a thing of the past?
They're happening right now, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
They're equals to each other. Of course, they're older. Their future counterparts, of course, know things and have a one-up on them in a sense, which is kind of cool that they have that. But then that allows the Justice Leaguers to kind of improvise, like Martian Manhunter bites Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Big bad ouch.
Wow.
Yes. And then
even Batman gets in between, tries to like stop, and tries to like I don't want to use this device. This badass bat suit, like the final bat suit.
the sun box.
The sun box.
Right.
Just like, oh,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I want a figure of this.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
But he basically stops everyone from fighting, and he's like, I built this suit, like, with all of you in mind. I know how to stop each and every one of you.
Right.
Like, that's what he does.
And contingency plans.
Yep. And then, I don't remember his name. Do you remember his name?
The owl.
The kid.
He's
He's not an owl. He's a hawk.
That too. I don't remember his name.
Hawk Kid.
Hawk Kid. Martian Hawk Kid.
Martian Hawk Kid.
That's his name. Martian Hawk Kid.
Isn't it,
It starts with an S.
Steven.
Star Wars.
No. Neither of those things.
Oh.
But he's like, well, you didn't plan on me, and then he starts fighting Batman. Because he has big psychic power. Big boy psychic power. And then we cut back to Clark, who's still floating in the abyss, and he's actually seeing lights in the distance.
Nice.
Which he's like, because he starts to remember how each of his bad memories actually ended. With Pa Kent, they ended up lighting the lantern, even though he couldn't make the fire himself, and all of the neighbors were there, and they all lit the lanterns and let them go. And then when he was doing it with John, he invited all of the Justice League, all of his friends there, and they all lit their own lanterns. Yeah.
And of course, it was raining, so you have Green Lantern caught blocking the rain.
Nice.
So that they can let the... I'm like, that was a cool little scene. I really love the art and all this.
Yeah. George Jimenez is the boy.
Yeah, for sure.
He sees their sons.
Yeah, and he thinks that they're lanterns, but they end up being all suns that Batman had moved away from him. And he actually lined them all up so he can fly through all of the suns and, like, get super extra charged power.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I'm super soaked. Like, every cell in his energy, he supercharges himself. Like,
Nice.
I love that. And this scene, this right here, reminded me of, I think it was the last movie, or Man of Steel, is when he regenerates, that going from, like, decrepit to, like, Superman.
Oh yeah, that was one of the animated movies. In one of the animated movies too. But yeah, he did in Man of Steel. Yeah, he was out in space and got all decrepit and whatever, and then yeah.
That's super cool how they kind of like continued that theme. Like, he quickly heals.
Yeah.
He's overpowered.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Right.
Especially when there's freaking 20 suns right there. But he is obviously going for World Forger. He's charging up and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna...
Do what you need to do,
Yeah.
buddy.
And World Forger's being told by Lois, who's, Lois, that something's coming straight towards the planet, and he's like, shoot it down, and she's like, okay, right on it. Wait, it's... it's Clark.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
It's the Clark man.
She
I
had
don't think
given
that's
up
how it goes.
because he never survived. Like,
Yeah.
she knew about what happened to him, but
Right.
he never came back. All the Supermen that were in that universe, that section, apparently it's in that same universe, but it's in that section of the universe. And I'm like, that's messed up. And then she's kind of like, she kind of redeems herself in a way.
And doesn't shoot Clark down. And she cries, and she's like, Clark, I'm so sorry. Do it, please. And he comes down, and the World Forger sees something that he's... Wait, no, there's more stuff before that. Ignore that. Words.
Everybody's kind of like,
Looking up at him like, oh
It's a
my
bird! It's a plane! Yeah, just like that.
God. All right.
Yeah, yeah, and there's the inspirational, we're all stronger together, these are my friends, and that he's, he always thought of himself as a one-dimensional being, like, he is, yeah, it's a really cool panel stuff,
Yeah, that's awesome.
but he's like, together we're the present, the past, and the future, and it has him with, Fist going forward, and then it has Pa Kent's as the past, and John's as the future,
Nice.
and yeah, and
That's super cool, man.
yeah.
this next
DC,
panel,
damn you!
this
Awesome
next page,
storytelling.
and
Oh wow, that's awesome.
yeah, all three of them kind of like, so it's kind of like, if you've watched Dragon Ball Z, the Gohan, Goku, Kamehameha defeat Cell, it's that, but Superman with his father and his son.
Yeah.
Going back to Man of Steel again, it's like when he was trying to take down that world engine or whatever it was, and he's like under the light, and it's beaming down on him, and he's like screaming, whatever, like, ah, and he knows he has to like go fly up and like just destroy it or whatever. That whole like screaming to like make yourself more powerful is a thing.
Yeah.
And that was a great shot right there. That's awesome.
That's one
Great
of the
splash.
things that made me cry, or almost cry. I didn't actually cry, but like especially the Pa Kent, because watching Smallville, we just recently lost Pa Kent.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry about the Dragon Ball reference. I know that's pretty obscure for many people, but it's that same feels that like Goku was dead, and he came back to help his son have the motivation to do what he needs to do to win. Against all rules, breaks the rules, and does it. And it was one of those like, it's very similar to this, and I'm like,
Emotions.
That's
so cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then this is the part that I was about to say before, that the World Forager is about to swing his hammer on his anvil and create the new world and erase everyone's brains, but he looks up and sees something that he never imagined, that's his thing, is he imagines new worlds, whatever. Something shaped a lot like a fist.
Nice.
Coming right down on him. Yeah, and the freaking colors on this
Sweet.
next page.
Yeah.
Like, I could see this in a
That's
movie.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
can't wait
sure.
till they do this in a DC universe
Yeah,
film.
dude, they need
Oh.
Come on, Bruce Timm, do this now.
Yeah. I mean, it took them forever to do Hush. Hush has been out for forever,
Yeah.
but hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, it's great. It's been great storytelling. I mean, Scott Snyder is pretty ingenious here.
Yeah, and James Tynion, and the other guy. The one that's doing Odyssey, that we never remember.
Manifold?
Is it Francis Manifold? No.
Guy, insert name here.
Right, yes.
Alright, you're right about the colors in this next panel, though. Like, this whole page is just like,
Yeah, gorgeous.
what is happening?
The universe is exploding and stuff going on and cool, pretty cosmic colors.
Crack! Just love that shit.
Yeah. The small line of Superman coming down and then...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took a chunk out of the earth, too, like...
Yeah. And then, so the next, like, couple pages are basically them being like, okay, so what do we do next? And, World Forger's like, I don't understand why you guys are doing this. Batman, I can't believe you betrayed me. I read your mind, and I knew that your intentions were pure and all this stuff. And he's like, they are. I still think that this is the only way that we're gonna win, but what you didn't take into account is you fighting with us instead of us fighting against you. And, basically, Clark's like, we're stronger together, so you should join us.
Right.
I like this because he's like, I knew that if he was to win, he'd push to get to these suns. I left him intentionally just in that way, and he's my friend.
Yeah.
He makes me better than I could be, as well as the rest of my friends, and Superman's like, thank you. Like that this whole scene was very brotherly. Like they do care about their family, and that was cool. Welcome to the Justice League.
Yeah.
To the World Forger.
World Forger's gonna help them out.
That's
Defeat
awesome.
Perpetua. Yes.
Why didn't they bring their future selves? Or did they? No, they didn't. They should have brought their future selves, but they went disintegrate.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they go back home, basically, and they go to the Hall of Justice, and it's completely empty because they're on a lockdown protocol, because Starman and Mira and Jarro were all there, and there was the big fight between Batmite and the hard to pronounce named man.
Makes it Pitalik.
Yes. Yes. And the Metropolis is being torn apart, and reality was also being torn apart. So they had to lock it down. And it turns out that they've not only been gone for a long time, but it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks that they've been gone. And they're still locked. The Hall of Justice is still on lockdown. Even though the war is over between Batmite and Mr. Prince.
Yeah. That's...
And then Jarro's like, Dad, are you okay? And Bruce is like, don't call me that.
But he's all like...
Yeah. He's all heroic posing because he's not in a jar. He's out and he can, like, walk around, and it's adorable.
That's great.
Yeah. So, Mira and, Mira mostly, informs the Justice League what happened while they were gone, besides the Bat Knight and the Mixoplastic situation. But, yeah, so Lex saved the world from getting erased, basically, and then sent out the message.
The one we talked about, I think, on that one a little bit.
A little bit. But basically, in Year of the Villain, this is when that happened, he is like, I'm going to tell everyone what the Justice League won't tell you. That they broke the source wall, they can't fix it, and they're basically dooming us all. Bad choice of words. Doom.
Yeah, he kind of talks about what happens to him, and then he says about the source wall. And it's really kind of suppressing that he's like, do you want to follow these heroes who destroyed the universe and lied to you about it and won't tell you about it, or follow us and be the villains that you should be?
yeah, and then he's like, I'm gonna liquidate all of Luther Corp, how we also talked about this in Year of the Villain, and give all of my money to the villains who most need it to continue with their plans.
Right.
And you guys can either follow them or do what your heroes did and basically let the universe be destroyed around you. And apparently it worked. Oh yeah.
Jarro's all like...
And he's like, the only way to save our world is to make this the year of the villain.
Oh.
He said it. He said the year of the villain.
You said the name of the movie?
He said it.
Yes. And then, yeah. And then...
That was sent to everybody all over the world.
Everyone around the world, and, Lex says that he's going to sacrifice something big, and Clark's like, what could he have sacrificed so big? And Mira's like, himself. Spoilers if you did not listen to our cast for Year of the Villain, or read the book yourselves. Lex Luthor blew himself up.
Yeah, he infiltrated the White House, and... Oh, well, he sent the Legion to infiltrate... Well, he went with them to infiltrate it. Waller, he lost all of her memories and knowledge because Brainiac took it.
Yeah, because she knew all the locations of the biggest evils in the world.
Right.
So, yeah.
So Captain Atom
is there.
was there.
That's it.
He's the one that witnessed it, but yeah, he was sent to take in Lex Luthor.
He didn't, because he blew himself up.
Lex Luthor blew himself
And then John tries to, like, feel out how everyone's dealing with this situation on Earth, and using his psychic powers, obviously, and Jarro's like, oh, it's shit. He says a bad word. He's a bad...
it's shit?
Yes. Yes. And that is language. He went all Captain America on us. Language. But yeah.
Yeah, John reaches out like, it's really bad that they missed their chance, which I kind of figured. If it was 2 weeks now at this point, they kind of missed their point to kind of plead their case and kind of make it seem that everybody's kind of like, they want to be villains. They want to do the thing. And so...
I feel that on a personal level, but that's okay.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, everyone's like, we need to make a plan. World Forger's like, I need to find my brothers. That's the only way we can stop this. And then Starman's like, no, I need to reach my full potential and harness all the powers that I have. I can feel it. And then,
they have Captain Carrot there. That's great.
Wonder Woman is like, we need as many heroes as we can. We need to make the biggest Justice League that there is to fight this. And, John's like, we need to do all of this and more, because there's a great war of justice and doom coming.
Justice.
And I fear that this is all about to get much, much worse. And then we cut to Hall of Doom, where Brainiac's talking to a newly formed Lex Luthor, which we all called.
Right.
Like, can't kill Lex Luthor.
Right.
As he's birthing.
Yeah, he's coming out of, like, the test
A maturation chamber or something.
Yeah.
He's talking about something he's done to himself. Like, the body's different. And he's, like, not used to it, so he's not fully ready.
Yeah. He looks weird.
Does he?
Yeah, he's all silvery. But, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna wager a guess that there's some cyber, biogenetics going on. Cybergenetics. How do you say that shit?
Genetics?
Bioengineering?
Yeah.
That's the one.
There's going to be some bioengineering going on, seeing as how he's teamed up with Brainiac.
Yeah.
And all that. So that's freaking awesome. Wow, what a close to the freaking story, and then what a, like... And now...
Yeah, all of this is also happening. Yeah.
That's good shit.
Freaking Justice League.
I think he merged his DNA with the Martian.
Oh, with the... Oh. Okay.
Wait, oh, okay.
Completed his father's work that originally was supposed to be happening.
That's why he's all white and weird.
And then transferred his body, and that's what Perpetua wants. She was supposed to be created.
Yeah, she created the White Martians. Right.
My theory, no spoilers, 'cause I
Right.
don't know. It's
Right.
just my theory.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a good theory.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely worth pickup. This has been an incredible run.
Dude.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough how much you guys keep me chomping at the bit with your freaking DC books. This one being one of the major ones, freaking Red Hood,
I haven't
Outlaw.
talked about Red Hood in a while.
Yeah, Deathstroke.
Also haven't talked... Oh my god! I also got Deathstroke today, guys, and I realized that I didn't read any of the last storyline, and stuff happened with Damien, apparently.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, crazy shit.
Yeah,
and then Nightwing
yeah.
also, we haven't heard in a while, but I know that when you were talking about them, that's like, I was on the verge of picking them up.
Yes.
Like, I just might pick that up.
Nightwing, a lot of things, what is that called? Misdirection is happening, because all of the covers are like, Joker's daughter's coming. Hey, Joker's daughter. And I have not seen a single thing
Hide
of...
her hair of Joker's daughter.
Yeah.
It's Centipede Guy.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. In our books.
Well,
Yeah.
I assume that she's making all of the things happen behind the scenes,
Right.
but literally all that we saw of her was one gloved hand at one point. And it's kind of making me upset. But, whatever. It's cool.
I may genuinely be making a jump into some DC titles when things start back up. I went through a point where I was like, I want to read more grimy stories, something more like, not superhero popcorn, freaking bright sunshine all the time, but like some hard-hitting stories and stuff like that, which DC's been doing. I mean, and that's what they've always done.
Yeah.
They do the hard-hitting life, dark side of things for the most part, and that's something that I've been craving, and with hearing you guys talk about these books, I'm like, am I on the wrong side here? I love my Marvel books. I do love my Marvel books, but
DC is the winning side.
yeah, I don't know about all that.
I don't.
Both sides are winning.
We all win.
We're all winners because we all read them all.
That Boom Studios, though, guys.
Yeah, Moody Press, right?
Oh, IDW.
Oh my gosh, I read that Saru comic.
Did you?
I did.
you?
I
Nice.
did. It was really good. It had some Tilly stuff in it
How was
too.
the art?
So. Good. It was good. Like they kept the character facial stuff like pretty close, but like Michael wasn't like exactly her.
Right.
You know, not super detailed, but you know, just good.
Oh.
I liked it.
Adequate.
The ships were great. They looked really good, so that's important in Star Trek.
I have everything that was released up to February of Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Undigital.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, through a humble bundle. That's why I'm like,
Nice.
I am picking up the 5-year mission right now, but I'm kind of like, but that's going to be on humble bundle digitally here shortly. I just want the story, like the Q Continuum is one I'm really picking up because the covers are just cool. Like the last one is with the wormhole. You got all the villains kind of on the sides, like
Right.
like the Borg Queen and stuff. I'm like, that's cool. But they've had some really cool stuff going on, and it's supposedly like one of the best like crossover event thing that's happened in the franchise. So, like, cool.
Yeah.
I have to read it.
I can only assume that it's sort of like the Star Trek Risk that we got.
Yeah.
Because the story behind that is that Q brings all of the ships together.
Q does things.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I need to play that.
Well, and
Yes.
I guess that's it for you guys' review
Yes.
for this week. just sleeve number 25. It's all been coming up to this issue. Great stuff happening there. I guess I'll leave my review for the week.
Yay, Deadpool!
Yeah. Anyway, my books this week, like I shared, we talked about Buffy number 5 by Jordie Bellaire and David. I forgot the last name because I had the wrong eyes.
Lopez.
David Lopez.
Ah!
I also shared Shazam number 6
Yes.
with Ooze by Jeff Johns and Dale Eaglesham. And I picked up Felicia Hardy Black Cat number 1. Well, it's just Black Cat.
Ah.
Black Cat number 1, I guess, written by Jed McKay with art by Travel Foreman. There were quite a few covers on that one. Sudon picked up an awesome Scotty Young
cover.
Yeah.
I didn't read it. I digitized it, but I didn't read it.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was a pretty good read. 6.5, maybe close to a 7.
Okay. 6.75?
Yeah. Yeah,
6.75.
that works. 6.6. I picked up the J. Scott Campbell variant on that one.
Cool cover.
Yeah, for sure. Since I saw the ad for the book, I'm like, I want that cover.
Yeah.
Which
The
is
second,
the main cover.
he released all of his artwork for the Black Cats, and he did multiple covers for the Black Cat.
Yeah.
And they're all J. Scott Campbell-y.
For sure. But yeah, my pick this week was Deadpool number 13, shirt that I shared with Stu Don. Continued writing, of course, by Scotty Young and art by Nic Klein. The only thing that made me pick this book over Buffy, like I said, both books, the characters, it felt
like them.
Like them. Yeah, this is very much Deadpool. And it's very much Willow and Buffy.
Yeah.
Very much Xander or whatever. And just everything that happened in both books. I like that this book kind of starts out with Deadpool giving his shaky version of the creation of man, Adam and Eve kind of thing. And, and he's talking to Al and she's like, that's not what I meant by tell me everything or start from the beginning.
No.
I was like, oh, well, it's a much better story, but he's apparently telling her about why he's packing to leave for Australia, what happened with War of the Realms that's making him go to Australia. Basically, it's just the main bad elf guy sends a bunch of trolls to Australia, and the Avengers are sending Deadpool to Australia to fight them off.
Which explains the kangaroo with boxing gloves on the cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's all very much like Deadpool's version of the storytelling as you see it play out. A lot like Louis in
That's
Ant-Man.
exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah, it's very much like Louis, a lot of his comments. Like he's talking about Malik. Hey, you, go over there and do some evil stuff and let it be known that I'm the boss of them now. So they better just shut up their dumb mouths. Kind of say, like, just stuff. All very, very...
It was
Deadpool.
very comedic through the whole book. It
Yeah.
kind of... Like, they kind of gave you a rundown of what was going on in the War of Realms, but not so much the side...
But a Deadpool-y version of what's going on.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, I don't think I ever got to the point of what I was saying.
No.
But I was saying the one thing that made me take it over Buffy was the art.
Yeah.
Nic Klein's art. And I've really dug his run on this book. He's done awesome. There's some quick shots that are just that, a lot of stuff's going on, background characters, not a whole lot of details. But then you get like this shot, or wait, I'm showing these guys. Maybe it was
Carol Danvers.
I love that. All the little cliches. You call that a knife? This is a knife.
Yeah.
And
Throw
I
another
put a
shrimp on the bobby. Yeah.
Look at this snake.
But yeah, that Deadpool picture there, one in particular that I looked at later, I'll have to find it. But, I mean, it's just basically him packing up, telling the blind owl. Negasonic comes and picks him up and takes him to the location. The whole time he's watching cheesy 80s movies, Pretty in Pink. And like, he's like, oh, can we just go around one more time so I can watch my favorite movie? It's 27 dresses. It's like, just retardedness. And she just, like, dumps him off out of the plane. Whatever, and he lands in Australia and basically gets surrounded by trolls, these trolls, and gets rescued by Australian superheroine, which I can't remember her name.
Nancy Nuke.
Nancy Nuke, that's right. Nancy Nuke, which tells him that, come with me, I'll take you to...
If he wants to live, and
Yeah.
he makes it like, oh, is that what we're down to? That's what we're up to now when he's using recycled old quips.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm glad they're actually numbering where the Stanley jukeboxes or the soapboxes are coming from.
Stanley
Right.
Jukebox.
They're actually like saying this is from 19-something now. I don't think they were doing that before. I think they actually kind of like were saying, yeah, I like that they're doing that.
That's cool.
But yeah, Nancy Nuke tells Deadpool that, hey, Captain Outback wants to talk to you, so I'll take you to him. He's like, oh, Captain Outback, huh? Can't wait. This guy sounds awesome, whatever. Takes him to their secret lair where he meets Captain Outback and... What's the guy's name? It's a guy in a red suit with horns. He's called the Tasmanian... Deadpool's all, you mumbled a bit. Did you say his name is? And she's like, copyright infringement and stuff like that. We can't do it and whatever. And you're the Tasmanian Devil, whatever. Whatever. And we find out that Nancy Nuke and Tasmanian Devil are married, and that they're like having issues.
Oh, good.
He can only work at night because he's nocturnal. They're like, no, you're not. That's just because you chose an animal that is nocturnal.
Yeah, because you want to stay away from me so we don't spend time together.
Oh, my lord.
Yeah, it's like, and Captain Outback's like, oh, hey. And she, like, introduced him and told him their powers. And they're like, Captain Outback's pretty strong. And he's like, really strong? She's like, somewhat strong. Kind of strong.
Stronger than the average bear.
Yeah, for sure. He's like, I'm really strong. He's like, no, you're just
Kind of strong.
Pretty strong.
Australia.
So they're forming their team together to go fight the... this was one of the pictures I think I was looking at.
Oh, yeah, that's some good detail.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's some holes in his costume and stuff.
Right. But, yeah, that's what won me over, Nic Klein stuff. And we see that the troll armies, the head of the troll armies getting his team riled up, to go take over and kill, and leave no human alive, basically, is what he's saying, and that's where it drops off with the to be continued. Unfortunately, that means the next book's going to be another War Realms tie-in.
Well, hopefully it's as hilarious as this one, because there's a lot of stuff. And they also kind of note that the trolls are happy with, like, living in just outside of towns, but, like, the general is like, oh, let's go into town. They got a wall around the cities and stuff like that, but that's funny. It's like, well, I guess they're not.
Right.
But there's, like, a lot of trolls are like, this is great. It's the same as home.
Right. But yeah,
desolate.
I dug the book, and the two things that drew me to it were the great level of comedic material and the art. So Scotty Young and Nic Klein are knocking this one out of the park for me personally.
I guess that's a good thing about keeping the same authors on the titles,
Right.
even though they have to be tie-ins, that they can still put their personal touches and be like, okay, so I'm sorry that this has to be a thing, but we're going to make it good.
This is how this character would treat this particular situation.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
Scotty Young handles it pretty well. I wish he was staying on a little bit longer, but it looks like that since it looks like he is keeping it the comedy because it's just kind of been so consistent on the writing.
Right.
I'm curious to see how he would draw it.
Yeah.
But maybe his final issue or something.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
we'll see. Hopefully he does a little side story, a little finisher, like a goodbye note, where he draws, a couple pages.
Yeah,
whatever. That'd be pretty
yeah.
cool.
That would be neat.
But yeah, that's my review for Deadpool number 13
Nice.
this week, and I guess sums up our comic book reviews for the week.
Yeah.
Week.
As always, we'd like to thank our local comic book store, Allstate's Collectibles at 1250 South Abilene Street in Aurora, Colorado, 80012. Please like, comment, and subscribe on all of our social media
Yes.
platforms, or on your favorite, and pass the word along, because free advertising is good advertising. No, word of mouth is the best advertising around, and if you like our show, tell a friend.
I mean, if you don't know where your local comic book store is, to pick up these comics and read them and look at them and smell them.
There's no substitute.
There is no substitute. If you don't know where your local comic book store is, use comicshoplocator.com. Not only do they show you where your comic book store is, but they also show you what books are coming out that week. Very important stuff. Look whenever you can.
Speaking of...
Oh, yeah.
What are your books next week?
My books for next week include Superior Spider-Man number 7, which is a War of Realms tie-in, so we probably won't talk about it. I'm stalling because I don't remember what other books I have. Hotel Oblivion number 7 as well, which 2 more issues and that's over, so I should probably catch up so we can talk about it at some point, because Hotel Oblivion, Umbrella Academy, man.
Yeah.
Batman Who Laughs number 6.
Damn, yeah, and I never picked that up either.
Yeah, no, you're waiting for the trade, remember?
That's right, I
You're
am
just
waiting
wait for the trade, you're good.
That's right.
You can do that with Hulk.
I can do that with
Yeah.
Hulk. It's
That's
awesome.
the good thing about trades, honestly. Because, like, my Dream Daddies, they were $10 a piece for each comic.
Wow.
And I got my trade for $20. So, so that's a whole thing. And then Flash number 72, continuation of the Year 1 storyline. That's issue number 3.
Yeah.
Then I also have Red Hood Outlaw number 35, which lots been going on. Stuff's about to go down with Jason. He's not making very good choices, as always. And then Rick and Morty Mr. Meeseeks number 1. It's a one-shot. So
I was hoping you weren't going to mention that, because that's on my list next week.
Oh.
There's one character from the Rick and Morty series that I've been consistently in love with is Mr. Meeseeks.
Because existence is
Existence is pain.
This is pain. But yeah, so I've got that one.
Yep.
Spider-Man Life Story number 4 comes out next
Really?
week.
Yeah.
Marvel
Heck, okay,
Tales
also
Spider-Man
that.
number 1.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick that one. I'm not sure. I want to.
Darth Vader, Dark Visions number 5.
Wait, is that 5 of 5?
5 of 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Final issue. Got Superior Spider-Man number 7, Superman. Symbiote Spider-Man number 3.
Oh, lots of spiders next week.
We've also got Star Trek Q. I got a lot. Spider-Man, Immortal Hulk, Justice League Odyssey, Spider-Man Action Comics, the Leviathan event number 1.
Spider-Man Action Comics.
It's a Marvel Action Spider-Man. That's what it is.
Super comic.
Flash 72 I definitely have.
Yes.
Their Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man comes out.
More crying. Sweet.
But as I was saying before, the Leviathan, one of the big events.
Yeah,
in
I'm
DC.
not picking that up.
There's an awesome Arkham Batman or Catwoman video variant that I'm thinking about, and the Batman Who Laughs is going to be about it. Oh, an
Amazing Spider-Man number 23. Yeah, that's number 1 on my list there. ASM 23, Friendly Neighborhood 7, like you mentioned, Immortal Hulk 19, like you mentioned. Punisher number 12 is out next week. Spider-Man Life Story, like you mentioned, number 4. Vader Dark Visions number 5.
That Punisher cover is pretty badass. I saw that. It's pretty cool.
Did you?
Looking. Yeah.
The next week's?
Next week, so I'm
Awesome.
like, oh.
I'm excited.
Am I going to have to buy a No.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, Vader Dark Visions number 5 you mentioned. Superior Spider-Man we all mentioned. Number 7, Symbiote Spider-Man number 3 is out. Venom number 15 is out next week, and Marvel Tale Spider-Man is also on my list.
Heck.
Which I'm not sure if I'm picking up. That's actually 10 books.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm loaded up next week with books. This is my biggest run yet of issues to pick up
Yeah.
in a long time.
It's because they decided to put all of the Spider-Mans out next week,
Yeah.
apparently.
Let's release every damn Spider title.
Yeah, my whole slot is going to be painful.
Yeah, that's not looking friendly.
Never.
Spider.
But, yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's not get off on a bad foot, because Sudon's got a quote to close us out for today.
For sure. For sure. Make your life a masterpiece. Imagine no limitation in what you can be, have or do.
Nice.
I read that weird, but yeah.
You did, but...
It's somebody named Brian Tracy.
Brian Tracy.
Well, thank you, Brian Tracy.
Yeah.
Brian Tracy. But yeah, we all have new social medias popping up. We got YouTube coming up,
Yeah.
as we keep saying.
Yeah.
Find us on YouTube. Staple Together. Sudon lives, has his own. Also, Peachy has Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah.
Ooze is on Instagram.
And that's it.
Just Instagram. I am on all of the above, and we also had we have our con coverage coming up soon.
Yes.
Which we were in. We missed it, but there was a face reveal.
Oh, yeah.
Identity reveal.
Live face reveal. There's only one place you could have seen it, and it was my Instagram. If you didn't see it, you didn't see it.
There's more to come on that one. Because, well, with YouTube videos, I think that might show us. So. That's a lot of positives going on around here. So we're going forward here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Onward. But we'll catch you next week for the comic book release week of June 12th. Take it easy. Till then.
See you guys then. Bye.
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 I have to pee so bad.
I haven't seen so much yet.
It's like
Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. If you enjoyed this, connect with us on social media, and of course like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Music is brought to you by Kevin MacLeod. Find more of his music by visiting incompetch.com or clicking on the link in the description. If you want to listen to more, find us on anchor.fm, our website on stapletogetherpod.wixsite.com, and pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts.